Mr. Back 1990. I'm doing another video today, and I thought I'd do a video outside because it's so damn beautiful outside. So the video on today is on two things. I'll start out with the first thing. GNC sells these things, and you can probably pick them up at Walmart or anything, but it's GNC brand though. But you can probably get the generic version at Walmart. But they're really good. It's a shaker for your protein, which you just plop the protein down and you mix it with this little metal mixer. Now, at first I was very skeptic about this. I was thinking, how's this going to break down my protein? Because I've always never really done a lot of shakes. I've always kind of, weird to say, I'd take a drink of milk or whatever, and then plop the scoop of protein in my mouth and swish it around. Because I hated just stirring up the protein, all the extra protein on the side. So I wanted to test this out one day because I saw a buddy at the gym use it for his amino acid powder, the fruit punch powder. You probably know which one I'm talking about, but I wanted one. I wanted to try it out, and the first day I tried it, it worked magnificent. Hardly anything on the side, though I am very anal about my protein. I don't like to waste anything. So there's always kind of like the suds and stuff that kind of stick. So I'll at least go through it 2 or 3 times of just kind of getting water on the side so it makes all the foam go down. And then I'll drink that, or I'll mix it once after that. After I get the initial protein down, there's that suds. I'll kind of just water it all and then put it in and shake it again. So I'm very anal about it. I just want to get all my protein for my money's worth because protein is expensive. But this thing, very handy, and it's easy to clean. You can put in your freezer. This whisker is very helpful. It's only like this thing. It is a smaller version. This was $7. If you actually want to get the bigger version, it's only like $2 or $3 more. But I I would believe that the smaller one is more simpler because it's less volume. So if you have a more volume container, I think it'd be less it'd be harder for the whisker to break down all the protein. So I just wanted to give you a pro tip, a bro science tip about this whisker. Pick it up at GNC. It's definitely well worth your money. The next topic I'm going to discuss is proper weighing yourself. Now, everyone's always saying you should weigh yourself every day, every day, at the same exact time. Which you can do. I do it sometimes when, like, my weight's jumped up. I'm just like, what the hell happened? And then the next day I'll weigh myself and I'll be maybe a pound lighter or so, just because what I ate the day before might have gave me a boost. But weighing yourself, you should always weigh yourself right as you get up from in the morning. When you wake up, just go to the bathroom, use the bathroom beforehand. Make sure all the piss is out, make sure all that shit's out, because that's going to affect your weight just maybe a little bit. And after you get all that nasty stuff done, get naked and weigh yourself, because clothes do add up in weight. If you don't want to get naked and you're wearing, like, just say like normal clothing, someone's wearing pants and a shirt and their shoes, estimate that to about 3 pounds extra, because clothes, like shoes, at least weigh a good pound, maybe a pound and a half. And then pants definitely weigh a pound or two, depending on what type. And shirts aren't really that heavy, depending on what kind of shirt you're wearing. But estimate, if you don't want to get naked and weigh yourself, just estimate a good 3-4 pounds extra. The reason you weigh yourself in the morning is because there's factors throughout the day that give you weight. If you weigh yourself during the day after you've eaten a few times, even after your first initial session of eating, you're gonna weigh a few pounds heavier. A person can gain up to a good 10 pounds throughout the day of they could just jump up 10 pounds. People are often scared of this because they think, oh man, I'm gaining so much weight, I'm so fat. But really, they're just not weighing themselves at the right time. Because if you factor in, food is in your belly, and if you eat, that food is like in your belly, and even though it's all mashed up, it's still weight in your belly, and it's being digested, and plus all the fluids, just it factors in. So you're gonna weigh more throughout the day. You're gonna gain a lot of weight. Now this isn't weight that's gonna be on there because it's just all inside you waiting to be digested. So that's why you weigh yourself in the morning, because you're in that catabolic state throughout the night where your body has nothing inside it, unless if you're like me and other lifters where we eat the night before to get that some slow digestion food in yourself. You gotta be in catabolic state where you're not really, you're burning off nothing per se. You're burning calories when you sleep. If you didn't know that, a good amount of calories each hour you burn through sleep. So if you sleep a lot and you don't eat a lot, you're gonna be losing a lot of weight just because you sleep a lot. Because I know plenty of people that eat a ton of junk food and they sleep a lot, and people are just like, why are you so skinny? You're just so lazy. It's because they sleep a lot. But you can also get a lot of weight for it. But anyway, back on track. Weigh yourself in the morning. Right as you use after you use the bathroom, take all your clothes off. You're gonna have a good initial weight right there. Factors that do come into play are what you ate the night before or the day before. There's been times where I pigged out the day before. Like I'll weigh myself that morning. I'll be like, I'll use like an example, like when I was like 133, and then I went to work last week, and then I weighed myself the next day. I was like 136. It it's just because I like ate a different kind of set. Like I had more carbs that day, and like to me, if you eat a high carb meal at night, that carbs are still going to be inside your body the next morning. So you get to weigh heavier compared to, I believe, like what I do. I eat a high protein, high fat meal at night because fat's slow digestion. So that's keeping me out of the catabolic state. But the carbs, it's going to still be in your body. So you're going to probably weigh more in the morning if you ate like a high carb meal at night. So if you want to really, really get your good initial weight in, is the night before, eat hardly any carbs, that like quite a few hours before you go to bed, and then wake up in the morning, get all that piss and shit out, and get naked and weigh yourself. And then you'll have an accurate uh, weight. But there's plenty of other factors that come into play. You might have ate something the day before, and you just feel bloated as hell. And you're gonna all that water weight is retaining in your body, so you gotta be a few pounds heavier. But it's good to weigh yourself maybe or once a week, because if you weigh yourself every day and you're a person that's trying to lose weight, you're gonna be very skeptical. Because during the weight loss factor, you can actually gain weight, which could be like water weight, and people get like discouraged. So if you're really a big person or just a person trying to lose weight, and you shouldn't weigh yourself every day because you're gonna be demotivated. Your motivation level will be down because some days it's gonna be low and some days it's gonna be high, and then you're gonna be like, what am I doing wrong? But if you're a bodybuilder and you know what's up, you can do your weight every day. It's no problem. When I was on a cut, I weighed myself every day, and I would jump day after day. I would just jump up to different weight. One day, when I was like doing my cut and I was really low, I'd be like 124 one day, and then I'd be 126 the next day. I didn't even like eat anything really different, or I'd work out extra hard. It's just like, why am I 100 or 2 pounds heavier? But that's for weighing yourself, get a proper weight scale. Make sure the scale's on a flat surface. You don't want to do it on carpet because that affects the weight. A good weight scale comes into play if it gives you an option for body fat percentage, because that's very helpful figuring out your body fat percentage, because that actually tells you how fat you are, how much fat your body has. So pick up a scale that's that's good and tells body fat and tells other stuff. But this is Mr. Back 1990 giving you a video on how to stay fit and